Like I think he's gonna turn it on. He ain't got no choice but to turn it on. LeBron, if you're watching this, do it for me. If you ain't gonna do it for nobody, do it for me. What's up, everybody? If I hadn't got a chance to meet you, my name is Ren, and I just want to say welcome to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. If you could do me a favor, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, all the things. I think there's gonna be a lot of things to comment on today. The NBA playoffs are about to start, and what I want to do is I want to give y'all my NBA playoff predictions just for round one. We're going to do this round by round. I don't want to jump too far ahead, but we're going to give our round one NBA playoff predictions. So I know there are two more games left. We got the Heat playing the Bulls for the number 8 seed in the East, and then we got the Timberwolves playing the Thunder for the number 8 seed in the West. But I'm kind of doing this early because I'm just going to assume that in the East, the Bucks would beat whoever comes out at number 8, and I just assume the Nuggets are gonna beat whoever comes out of that. So let's just go ahead and skip that. So here we go. Let's go series by series who I think is gonna win. So let's start with the Western Conference. So up first we got the 1 seed, the Nuggets, probably playing against who I think is gonna be the Timberwolves. And if I'm wrong, I apologize, Oklahoma City Thunder fans. I still got y'all losing. Whoever it is, let's just go ahead and skip this. We got the Nuggets winning. My favorite matchup is probably going to be the Suns versus the Clippers. And of course, you got the Suns with newly acquired Kevin Durant. This whole season has just been crazy. Just people getting traded. You got Kyrie getting traded to the Mavs, and they don't even make the playoffs. But Brooklyn makes the playoffs, which is kind of funny to me. But I think KD going to the Suns, I did not see that coming. That is probably like the best acquisition that mid-season that I think I've ever seen. And so, of course, you got Chris Paul, Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton, Kevin Durant, and they're, I think, undefeated. Like ever since Kevin Durant, if Kevin Durant is on the court, they're undefeated. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't see the Clippers really. I feel like defensively they're gonna fight, and I think they're gonna try to make it tough on them, but I don't see it being close. Now I could be wrong. I've been wrong many times before, but I got this being a pretty easy series. I can see the Clippers maybe stealing one at home, but I don't see them doing anything. Especially, I don't know what the update on Paul George and his injury. I don't see him coming back like completely 100%, but I just think Kevin Durant, there's nothing you really can do with him. And I think they were already kind of good without him. Just once everybody was healthy, like I think without Kevin Durant, they're still a great team. But I got the Suns winning that matchup. I'm gonna go ahead and say 4-1. I got the Suns winning that matchup. All right, so the next matchup, we got the Kings versus the Warriors. And I think this is gonna be a very interesting matchup because you got the Kings. I think it's their first time making the playoffs since like 2006. I don't know. It's been a while. I can't tell you the last time the Kings make the playoffs. I feel like I was a kid, and I think Chris Webber might have been playing for him. I have no idea. Like the Chris Webber, Vlade Divac, that's the last time I remember them actually in the playoffs. But you got De'Aaron Fox, you got Sabonis. Like they are a great team. But they're going up against the Warriors, the defending champs. They're having a rough year, but we can be honest, they haven't been at full strength. You got just different injuries, but I think the X factor that I don't know if a lot of people were talking about is Andrew Wiggins coming back. He took some time off for personal reasons, but I think him coming back, that is a big factor. If the Warriors can steal one on the road, I got the Warriors winning in 6. Wow, I don't know, that might be controversial. I don't know. Maybe I'll think the same thing. I actually think they got them as the favorites right now. But I got the Warriors winning in 6. I think, Steph Curry, Clay, Jordan Poole, Draymond. I think come playoff times, like they're veterans. They know exactly what they're going to do. There's been talks. I don't even know if there's been talks. I think people just been talking about, like, is this the end of, like, the Warriors dynasty? Do you have to break it up after this? I ain't saying this is the last dance, but I think they're gonna put up a fight. And so I got the Warriors winning in 6. All right, here we go. We got the Grizzlies versus the Lakers. And this, man, I feel like the West is more like these first round series are way better than the ones in the East. Like you got the Lakers who at the beginning of the season they're 2-10. I think it was like a 1% chance in them making the playoffs. I ain't gonna lie, I was like, oh, it might be over for LeBron. Like, I'm a LeBron fan. I'll say that. Like, I've been following LeBron. Really, originally I am a Miami Heat fan. I guess I'm a Dwayne Wade fan. And so when Dwayne Wade got drafted from Marquette, like I was like, I'm gonna be a Heat fan. And then we won a championship in what was it, 05-06 season, and then with Shaq. And then we got LeBron. I was so happy. But I just kind of, since Dwayne Wade retired, I kind of been following LeBron. And I want him to get one more ring. And I think this is going to be a tough test. Now, the Lakers, they kind of like a totally different team from the beginning of the season. It's like, it's just completely different. Of course, like trading, Russell Westbrook, trading Patrick Beverley. But ultimately, it's just like what they got back. We got Rui, they got Jared Vanderbilt, Malik Beasley, D'Angelo Russell. Like, they got some players. And of course, I feel like AD, he is the X factor. It doesn't matter what anybody else does. If AD is healthy, if he is aggressive, if they're giving him the ball and giving him looks early, it's going to be a long night for the Grizzlies. Of course, I think Jaren Jackson Jr. is going to be the one guarding Anthony Davis. And I'm just be honest, I don't think he can match up with him that well. Maybe he can. I think there's a chance. Of course, like they don't really have like centers. Like Steven Adams is hurt. He could come back in a later series if they were to finish. But I think if Jaren Jackson Jr. gets in foul trouble, like the Grizzlies are in trouble. I think Ja's gonna be Ja, and Ja's gonna score his points. But I think that the Lakers, like, they kind of, I won't even say they're peaking, but I think they peaked at the right time. Like, they're doing what they need to do at the right time. And so I got the Lakers winning the series. I got Lakers in 6. Quote me on that. Lakers in 6, okay? I like Ja Morant. I like Dillon Brooks, Desmond Bane. I'm not going to say I don't. I feel like they do a great job of playing like the villain role. But I'm big on, I don't know, I wouldn't call them underdogs. I want LeBron to win. Like, I think, he's gonna turn it on. He ain't got no choice but to turn it on. LeBron, if you're watching this, do it for me. If you ain't gonna do it for nobody, do it for me. All right, so that is the West, round 1. I got Nuggets beating whoever is the 8 seed. Probably gonna be Timberwolves, but I got the Nuggets winning that. That might be a little closer than I thought. I got the Suns beating the Clippers. I got the Warriors. I guess it's an upset. Warriors beating the Kings, and I got Lakers beating the Grizzlies. All right, here we go. Going to the Eastern Conference Finals. So at the top, we got the Bucks versus the Heat or Bulls. I got, most likely it's going to be the Heat. That's going to be a great series. I think I told y'all that the East didn't have that good of matchups, but they actually do. Dang, now I'm looking at it, they kind of do. Maybe except for one. You got the Bucks versus the Heat. Now, if there's any team in the East that I think could probably slow down the Bucks defensively, it is the Heat. Like, I think the Heat, just the tenacity and just the way like they play Jimmy Butler. You got, of course, Bam Adebayo. You got Kyle Lowry. I don't know how much of a defender Kyle is. He probably ain't gonna do nothing with Giannis at all. But I think they stand a chance. I think they're going to be physical. I think they're going to try to force the ball out of Giannis's hands. But with that, of course, they got somewhat of some shooters. Of course, you got, Chris Middleton, who at the beginning, like when he came back in the middle of the season, I was like, I don't know. But he is playing good. You got Jrue Holiday, who is playing great. They got like a low-key big three. I ain't going to call it a big three, but it's a big three. But I just feel like Giannis, just the way he's playing, like, it's hard for me to not see them win this series. I think it's gonna be a tough one, and I think it's gonna be like they're gonna be wore out at the end of this series. I got the Bucks in 6. Like, I just think just how the Heat have been playing, just even watching them against the Hawks. I'm like, man, y'all, what are y'all doing? Like, y'all could be better. I think with the Hawks, they didn't give Bam the ball earlier. It was just weird. Like, Jimmy was missing some easy ones that he normally makes. I feel like Kyle Lowry played great. I feel like Tyler Hero played okay. But it's just hard for me to see the Bucks losing like in this first round series. I think it's gonna be a tough one, but I got them pulling it out. All right, so then we got the Cavs versus the Knicks. And I take back everything I said about the East not having good series, because this is a good series. You got the Cavs, who I can't tell you the last time they've won a playoff series without LeBron being on the court. And you got the Knicks, who Knicks really kind of, I won't call them a laughing stock, but they just hadn't been like the Knicks. I feel like they hadn't been really good to cheer for. But this year has been totally different. I feel like they're turning around a little bit. This is gonna be a great matchup. And I think it's gonna come down to, I know this is very cliche, but who wants it more? You got the Cavs with Donovan Mitchell, who just got traded there, playing amazing. You got Evan Mobley. You got Jared Allen. I love their Twin Towers lineup. Okay, then with the Knicks, you got newly acquired Jalen Brunson. You got R.J. Barrett. You got Julius Randle. Like, this is gonna be a good matchup. And I ain't gonna hold you. I got the Cleveland Cavaliers beating the New York Knicks in 7. I think it's gonna come down to a game 7. I think it's gonna come down to a game 7. Donovan Mitchell gonna put on a show in front of Cleveland, the Cleveland crowd, and it's gonna be amazing. He's gonna hit the LeBron Cleveland. This is for you, and it's gonna be like they won the championship. That's what I think is gonna happen. I got Cleveland in 7, and then after that, in the offseason, I got Julius Randle getting traded, or RJ Barrett, one of them. All right, so our next matchup, we got the 76ers versus the Nets. Now, at the beginning of the season, this probably was going to be my Eastern Conference Finals. All right, think about it. Think about what we could have had. Kevin Durant, Kyrie, Ben Simmons, I guess you could say that, versus Joel Embiid, James Harden, Tyrese Maxey, Tobias Harris. Like, this was going to be a great matchup. But I ain't going to lie, like, after KD and Kyrie left, like, I didn't think they was going to make the playoffs. But if you look at what they got back, they got, Cameron Johnson, Spencer Dinwiddie, Mikal Bridges, like Dorian Finney-Smith. They got some players. Like, they got some great players. And they just been playing well. Like, I think Jacque Vaughn, like, he did a great job coming off of, like, Steve Nash being a coach. I think he's doing a great job. And so them going against the 76ers, I'm just going to be honest, I don't think there's anything that they can do with Joel Embiid. I think Joel Embiid is just gonna do what he wants. I think whoever's guarding him is gonna get in foul trouble. I think he's gonna average 30. Like, he might average 30 and 10. There's no way that they will lose this matchup. All right, so for our last matchup, we got the Celtics versus the Hawks, and I'm just gonna be short and simple with this. Celtics in 4. I got Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown playing amazing. I think the Hawks kind of like, they snuck in. I don't even know how they really beat the Heat. I don't know. Maybe that says something about the Heat, but I just don't see them doing anything with the Celtics. And I'm just gonna keep it blunt. Celtics in 4. All right, guys. So we're gonna do this again for round 2. We'll do a review just to see how well my picks did. Comment down below, what are some things that you agree with and what are some things that you disagree with. If you would do me a favor, hit the like button, comment down below, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and y'all have a blessed day.